Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at the moment. I hope you are having a wonderful Monday. I just thought I would share a dream that I had on the 22nd of July, which is kind of the cusp between Cancer and Leo. It was a really, really vivid dream. I did actually share it with Thomas because I thought he would appreciate it. And I've gone back and I've looked at it today, and there's actually a lot more information in there that, I think it's definitely one to share. So, as I became aware that I was in the dream space, I have lots of dreams that are, what's the term? Lucid. So I know I'm dreaming. I know I'm not in the waking world here. I know I'm in a dream. So I became aware that I was on a train. And for whatever reason, I had gotten on the wrong train. And I got really annoyed in the dream because I had asked somebody, is this the right train, before I got on it. And obviously I got it on it and they shut the doors and said, no, this train's going to wherever, and wasn't where I needed to be going. So what happened was, in the dream, I had some kind of warp spasm brought on by anger that shifted the space around me, and I transported myself in the dream out of the train, and I appeared on a hillside at a sacred site. Now, I don't know if this is a real sacred site that I'm going to visit in the future or one I've seen a long time ago. I don't know, because there wasn't enough information for me to actually place it. So as I'm walking along at this sacred site, I had a huge déjà vu as I walked up to the stones. And the circle of stones, when you looked at it, each of the stones looked like a giant's head in profile, looking up at the sky. And I could feel electricity in the air and energy, and at that point I was cursing because I had no phone and no camera, all the kinds of things that I get really annoyed about in dreams because I can't record them, I can't take pictures. In the middle of these stones there was a burial, some kind of burial, and at that point I remembered a dream from earlier where I had been driving past this circle of stones thinking, oh, I'm going to go and visit that one day. So then I could come back to where I was in the dream, walking up to these stones. And all of a sudden, some kind of metallic contraption came down over the top of me, and there was other people there with me at that point. And it was almost like a metal trap, like the carriage from a Ferris wheel, but upside down, and it came down over the top of us, and it started to snow. And the people that were with me were having a conversation, so I was listening to their conversation, and they were saying, that deep hole, that deep chasm that's in the middle, it's ice and snow down there. When you get so far down, it's snow and ice. And then somebody mentioned the word Niflheim, the world of ice and mist. There was another shift in the dream at that point, where in the center of the circle, where when I was looking at it, there was a burial in the middle. But when there was a shift in the dream, I saw what had been there before the burial. And it was a huge, like, black hole in the middle of this circle. And when you looked over the edge, there was no bottom to it. So whoever was being buried in this circle in the middle of these stones, they were rather large, like a giant or a giantess. So I had this glimpse of what it had been like before the burial, and there was more discussions going on around me by the people that were with me in the dream about it being some kind of gateway or opening to another world, specifically into Niflheim. So I don't know what you'll make of that, but to me that was a very, very significant dream because of when it was. On the 22nd of July is when we enter into the underworld journey, the one that we read about in myths. So on that note, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a wonderful Monday.